This is literally a dream come true. Oh my gosh, you guys, I've wanted to make this video for literal years, since like 2015 or 16 when I first started painting digitally. Before I even had my YouTube channel, really, I've always wanted a pen display tablet, and I wanted to make one of these review type videos like I'd seen some of my favorite YouTubers do. And so today, that's what we're gonna do. Oh my goodness, prepare for some major geeking out, because there will be loads of it. Today we're gonna talk about the Huion Kamvas 13. I am so excited, oh my gosh. So I bought this with my own money. Here's a receipt, by the way. And I bought this back in May, and I wanted to first do like a first impressions and initial reaction to it type video, but that kind of felt a little too shallow. So I thought I would wait like a month, use it properly to its fullest extent, and then give you my honest user feedback having actually used it. And if by the end of this video, by any chance, if I convince you to check out this tablet or, you know, buy it or whatever, I do have an affiliate link in the video description. Again, they didn't give me a link. You can just go on their website and make your own affiliate link. It's just really easy to join their program. But yeah, if you check that out, you'll be supporting the channel massively. So make sure you check that link in the video description. So anyway, today I want to share with you everything that comes in the box, the features of this tablet, the pros and cons based on my personal painting experience, as well as you can watch me paint on this tablet later in the video. And finally, before we dive in, if you do enjoy this video and find it helpful, then please remember to like and subscribe. Maybe comment below if you use a Huion tablet as well, or what tablet you use and what your experience with it has been. Alrighty, let's do this. So first and foremost, well, first of all, the quality and color of this part of the video might be a little different to the intro. My phone overheats when it's shooting in 4K, so I've had to switch to the front camera and 1080p for this bit. But regardless, first and foremost, let's take a look at everything you get in the box. Okay, quick note, I probably sound awful. And that's because I am ill. I put on this specific eyeshadow that I shouldn't have. I put it on for the intro and it looked really good, and my body is just like, no. That's a no from me. So I've been dealing with just an allergic reaction for the last 2 days straight. So if I sound bad, it's not because I'm a chain smoker. It's because my body is just rejecting makeup at this point. Alright, so anyway, let's get into the video. The Huion Kamvas 13 is a 13-inch pen display tablet with 8 express keys. You need to connect it to your computer. It is basically an extra monitor that you can paint on, not a standalone tablet. It comes in 3 backing colors: Cosmo Black, Midnight Green, and Violet Purple. I obviously went with purple because why wouldn't you? The tablet retails for $239 on their website, so it's definitely on the more affordable end of the pen display range out there. I paid about 22,000 rupees for all you Indians out there. If you look at the back of the box, it shows you exactly what you get inside. You have a tablet, a stylus and stand, a 3-in-1 USB connector, as well as an extender, and the quick start guide. Can I just quickly say the box actually feels really high-end. The surface is nice and matte and the cardboard is quite heavy duty, so your tablet is not going to break on its way in. Plus, when you pull the lid off, you see that there's a layer of foam on the underside of the lid just to absorb any shock during transit. I appreciate that quite a bit. Alrighty, so the very first thing you'll see is the tablet itself wrapped in this plastic cover. When I first got the tablet, it had an extra protective plastic film over the screen, which I got rid of so I could actually use the tablet. The screen itself is matte, and honestly, it does almost feel like drawing on paper, but it doesn't have as much grit. The back is purple, as you can see. Underneath it is a quick start guide and a warranty card. I at first thought it was a driver CD, but no, you get the driver online, which is way better and what I was going to do anyway because my PC doesn't even have a CD drive. Here's the wires. They came neatly tied in a plastic cover, of course, but I've been using them. So this is the end that goes into the tablet, and these go into your computer. I've personally got spare charger plugs lying around, so I've connected the red power cable to an outlet in my power stabilizer. You have your stylus, which is their Pentec 3.0. We'll look at this in detail in just a little bit. You get a pen stand, which is this cool donut looking thing, and when you open it up, you see 10 extra nibs and the silver ring looking thing. In case you've never seen this before, this little guy grips onto your nib on your stylus and yanks it out, and then you just shove a new nib in. I'm one of those people who presses down quite hard on my tablet, so replacement nibs are always incredibly welcome in this house. A couple of extras in here are this wiping cloth, which is like the fabric you get with your pair of glasses, if any of you have glasses, and you have this glove. Now, I haven't been a glove user with previous tablets, but let me tell you, this guy comes in so handy. Pun fully intended. As someone who takes really good care of their hands, as you can clearly tell, my nails are on break this week, and moisturizes them multiple times a day, this glove basically prevents me from getting moisturizer all over my screen and ruining it. Neat little extra, and I appreciate it a lot. Now, if you look on their website, you'll see that you can also order a stand for this tablet. I bought mine off Amazon because I had a gift card for there, and I thought I was ordering it with a stand, but apparently not. So I went out and got a different stand. This one's pretty cool. If you've never worked with a screen tablet, trust me, you want a stand. Hunching over your table with the tablet flat down is not it. You're gonna develop awful strain in your neck, and that is what I realized after just 2 days of painting on this. So whichever screen tablet you're gonna get, make sure you get some kind of stand or easel with it. I must mention though, when I first got this tablet, it was peak summertime where I live, and the heat here goes up to like 38 degrees Celsius. The reason I mention that is because this came with a plastic protective film on top that you're supposed to like peel off, and then you have like a matte surface underneath. But I think because it was so hot, when I peeled the plastic off, there was like a glue layer on the screen, and what I think happened was that the heat was so hot that it melted the glue, and that got unstuck from the shiny plastic, and because this surface is matte, it got stuck to this instead. So I ended up having to like spend 20 minutes just peeling off stringy bits of glue from the surface and just hoping to God it didn't affect the functionality. It didn't, okay, so thankfully it didn't. But speaking of functionality, let's take a look at how this baby actually performs. The Kamvas 13 is a full HD screen, i.e. 1080p, and has a 120% sRGB gamut. And it is an 8-bit monitor, meaning it displays 16.7 million colors and has a 178-degree viewing angle. It comes with 8 customizable hotkeys, which is basically my lifeline. The cool thing is you can flip the tablet around if you're left-handed like I am and use the hotkeys with your right hand. I'll explain the setup for that in just a second. The tablet has a power key as well that can turn it on or off, and if you want to change any of the display settings, you hold down these 2 center keys for a bit and the display menu pops up. This menu was really fiddly for me to figure out, but if you guys have better hand-eye coordination, it probably won't be an issue. The stylus is a battery-free PW517 with Pentec 3.0, which they say produces better stability as compared to their Pentec 2.0. It has 8,192 levels of pressure sensitivity, 60 degrees of tilt support, and a 5080 LPI pen resolution, which basically means it can create 5080 lines in 1 inch of space. According to this page on the Concept Art Empire site, you really only need 1000 LPI to get a clear image, so this might be a bit of overkill, but it's good to know what your hardware can do. The 3-in-1 cable is basically a USB-C end that goes into one port of your tablet, and one HDMI and two USB-A ends that go into your computer. You have an optional USB-C to USB-C cable, which honestly seems way more efficient, and I wish that came with a base package, especially for laptop users who don't have very many USB ports to spare, or even just a HDMI port at all, but sadly you'd have to buy that separately. With a USB-C to USB-C cable, you can also plug your tablet into an Android device, so that's another cool option. They also say that you can use the tablet as a standard pen tablet without the display, and that saves power. I personally wouldn't, because why would I want to if I have two other standard pen tablets, but if anyone out there doesn't want to use the display, there's that option. Let's take a look at setting up this tablet. When I first got it, I of course plugged it in and got the driver. It was a super quick installation. Now, like I mentioned, I am severely left-handed, so of course I would need the tablet upside down so the hotkeys are to my right. In the Huion tablet software, you can make this switch quite easily by rotating the workspace by 180 degrees. However, that is not enough to reorient the display. I struggled for a stupid amount of time before googling how to fix this, because here's what happened. It had rotated the workspace but not the display itself, so I'd have my pen down on the right corner and the cursor would be up on the left. So I turned the tablet upside down, but even that didn't fix it. Here's what I learned. You need to also go into your display settings on your PC, select the screen, and change the orientation to landscape flipped. And boom, it's sorted. Obviously, if you're not left-handed, this won't even be an issue, but I didn't see any videos on here for how to set it up like this, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. So here you can see me testing out some basic brushes on Krita. I have a specific workspace for this tablet because I'm one of those people who likes to have loads of dockers open, and having them all on this little screen would take away a lot of painting space. So I've got the dockers up here on my other screen, usually right next to a pure ref window where I put all of my references. There are two specific functionalities this tablet has really helped me with. The first is the Move brush or Liquify on Photoshop. Here you can see me going in and nudging things around on her face, and the tablet is doing really well to keep up with my pen. And the other amazingly helpful aspect is the line art. You guys, this tablet has actually helped me not hate line art as much. I know that's saying a lot. Here you can see me create all these hair strokes for her eyebrows and lashes, and there is no lag whatsoever. And like I said, even without the brush stabilizer on, there is no jiggle or weird breaks in the lines. Now, here's the thing, this is my very first pen display tablet, and I have no real life experience with other pen displays to compare this to. The only other drawing tablets I've used are the Wacom Intuos DRAW and the XP-Pen Star03, both of which have no screen. So when it comes to talking about the pros and cons of this tablet, I'm not going to do it so much in comparison to other tablets, but more specific to my personal user experience using this and only this tablet. And because lists are not the most visually enticing thing in the world, though I personally think they are, but not everyone does, you can watch me paint something on this tablet while I tell you the pros and cons of this bad boy. Here's this week's painting, and I painted the entire thing on the Huion Kamvas 13. Now, no tablet is perfect because that doesn't make sense. We all have different needs as artists, and no one tablet could possibly cater to all of our needs. However, this tablet has some really powerful attributes, so here are my pros for this. First off, I'd say the screen is actually perfectly sized for me personally, although I did have to rearrange my window because not all of the dockers fit. With the way my desk is currently set up, a 13-inch display is pretty much all I have room for. It is compact without being all crunched up. Secondly, the express keys can be customized. Again, if you're using it left-handed, you'll have to reverse the order on the software. So key 1 on your tablet is actually key 8 in the app. But here's how I have mine set up. The bottom key for me is always Alt, because that is the shortcut for the eyedropper. The key above that doesn't really have any function at the moment, but the third key up is the spacebar, because it helps you move the canvas around. The 2 middle keys are programmed to size up and down the brush radius. The key above that, again, has no real function for me, but the top 2 keys are undo and redo. Obviously, you can program them however you like. This is just how I do it. Also, a bonus pro is the programmable keys on the stylus itself. I have the top key to right click and the bottom key to toggle between brush and eraser, as I've had on all of my tablet styluses before. And the third pro is definitely the little glove that came with this tablet, because it keeps the matte surface from getting smudgy from the oils in your skin. That is all well and good, but here are some areas in which I found this tablet lacking or just not ideal. First and foremost, there are so many wires. It takes up 2 USB slots and an HDMI slot on your computer, and that is just not ideal, especially for laptop users who don't even have them. And if they boast Android functionality, why not just throw in the USB-C to C cable into the base package so people can actually use it on Android, right? Because you physically can't use it on an Android device without that wire, so that's cumbersome and messy, especially if you like your wires clean and organized. Second of all, the setup is a little complex if you're left-handed, because they don't mention very much in the guidebook apart from turning the workspace 180 degrees on the app. It sounds dumb, but oh my god, I struggled for a good half hour before finding out I had to also flip the display on my actual computer. Some of us are old, okay? But the other complex thing is the on-display menu. I can't for the life of me figure out how to navigate it with the hotkey buttons. It is so confusing. The third issue I had with this was the sticky glue layers when I peeled the plastic cover off. Maybe it was just the heat and I get that, but I don't know, man, isn't that something you would think of during manufacturing? Obviously, it is a little petty thing and has probably only ever happened to me, of course it would, but it was still annoying. It didn't affect the functionality whatsoever, but I was definitely terrified the whole time I was scrubbing the stuff off. Also, it smelled like straight up latex, so that was fun. And finally, and this is my biggest issue with this tablet, is that it heats up. Oh my god, does it heat up real quick. I could have it on for like 5 minutes and that's all it needs to get up to like 60 degrees Celsius. Let me tell you, this is another reason why that glove is so handy, because at least you're not irritating your skin. And the heating up is usually just in the area where the wires go in, you know, the area where you rest your hand most often. Is it just this tablet or do all pen displays do this? Let me know in the comments below. And just as a little bonus today, here's a couple of tips to help you guys out when you get started with a display tablet. First of all, calibrate your display via the Windows settings. This is obviously how I do it on Windows. I don't really know how other OSs work. The way you do it is you right click on your desktop and hit display settings, select the screen of the tablet and go down to advanced display settings. Scroll down and hit the display adapter properties for option. And in this window, you want to hit color management and color management ... Then in that window, go to advanced and there you'll see the option called calibrate display. Just follow what it says on the screen and set up the tablet screen. This is super important because when I first got the Kamvas 13, I didn't do this and the colors on the tablet look completely different to the colors on my other 2 monitors. So make sure your colors all match across all of the screens or you will hate the end product and how much it varies across screens. Another tip is to get yourself a stand. Trust me, you do not want to be hunched over the table for like hours at end and end up with the worst neck and upper back pain ever. If you have an easel, that works really well too, but if not, I recommend getting a sturdy laptop stand of some sort. Flimsy ones can't take the pressure of drawing. It needs to hold up against your hands constantly scribbling and hitting the hotkeys. I got this wooden one, and that also has loads of holes for ventilation, and it can take a lot of pressure. Definitely don't get those flimsy little plastic ones, it's just gonna be a waste. And my final tip today is to create a new workspace for your pen display tablet. Like I said earlier, I'm a very visual person, and if there are tools available, I need to be able to see them. So I always have several dockers open on my Krita screen, and with my computer screen, which is an LG ultra wide, there's ample space for all the dockers. With this smaller screen though, that is obviously not going to work. So the way I have it now is that my brush presets and tool options are all on a different screen, as is my PureRef window with all of my references. And since I have another screen as well, that is where I watch The Office. The American version is far superior, fight me. But anyway, yeah, save a specific workspace on your painting software for your display tablet, just trust me on this. All in all, I don't believe I can give this tablet a number score because, like I said, I have no frame of reference, but just like a mother will always love their firstborn despite all of their flaws, I'm just mostly happy to just have and hold this guy. Obviously, the quality and features of a drawing tablet can't necessarily improve your drawing. No drawing implement ever can. However, I do feel like a good tablet does actually help you get to your art goals a lot quicker and makes your drawing process more efficient and, dare I say, more enjoyable. Switching from a pen tablet to a pen display really brings me back to the feeling of drawing and painting traditionally again, without all the hassle of collecting all these materials, and that is a feeling that I didn't even know I was missing in my painting process. I just really quickly want to acknowledge just how big a step this is in my art career, and I want to thank all of you guys for all your love and support, because that is what makes this a justifiable investment on my part. It's really fun when your wants and needs kind of coincide, right? And I do hope this video doesn't come off as like me flexing a brand new drawing tablet on you guys. That is not my intention. I mostly just wanted to share my genuine experience with an affordable drawing tablet, so that's how I hope this video comes across. So yeah, what do you guys think of the Huion Kamvas 13? Have you used it before? What has your experience been with it? Let me know in the comments below. Also, feel free to share what tablet you currently use and what your experience has been, so that, you know, anyone looking through the comments has like a quick review of a bunch of different tablets that are on the market. And again, if you do end up checking out this tablet and buying it, I would be so grateful if you could do it through my affiliate link in the description below. It won't affect your purchase in any way, it just means that I get to earn a small referral commission fee from it, and that would really help support the channel a lot. If this review has been helpful or just entertaining to watch, then please remember to like and subscribe. It really helps me out so much. But that's about all I have to say, so thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys have enjoyed it as much as I have. Check out some more videos up here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!